6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis, and it's been rung once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go is the kicker, Michael Badgley. And here we go from Indy. Here's Carter on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Carry for Robinson. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
4-yard gain on the play. And a Falcon first down.
We'll be in the game. Why can't we score? What are you doing?
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Penix is going to throw again. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penix on first down. Dump off caught by his back. We'll muster a little down to the 30. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Penix yet again. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's running for it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Falcons first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Penix working from the gun. He'll step up, and there he goes. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's got a lane up past the 30. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
You know it right now, Kate. I'm absolutely in favor of this frenetic pace. A touchdown scored, and this is what the immediate response is. Nearly answer it with a house call yourself. Yeah, there's no body blows in this one. This game's starting with some serious haymakers.
So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
He was the 6th overall pick of the New York Football Giants, but he fell just shy, Kate, of 6 full seasons with New York. Remember, a mid-season release led into the Minnesota Vikings a season ago. Now he hopes to take all that experience, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, to make the most of this situation in Indy.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They go play fake with Jones. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Colts first down. First and 10.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to Taylor on 2nd down. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
They gain 14 on the play, and it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Man in motion here. A toss now to Robinson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Now he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Finds the in route complete. They stop him at the 39. No 1st yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third down, 1 yard to go. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Jones running sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Jukes away from one. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the shotgun, Penix. It is cut left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's another Falcons 1st down.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Penix here from the gun. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hold this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Colts 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Keep it up.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
These defensive backs today, Kate, I am telling you, they're some of the world's greatest athletes. Not only do they have to cover elite speed, not only do they have to have ball awareness and go get it, they're asked now in today's game to get home and blitz and bring quarterbacks down. That is an outstanding play from the secondary.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On 1st down, here's Penix. All in left side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, here's Penix. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And they retain possession, so that's a positive, but that's the end of them, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They dodge the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. To the air with Penix. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw. To make in that spot, to move the chains.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Colts ready to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Option give to Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
1st down throw by Jones. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. That one finds Josh Downs. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A 40-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons with the football late in the 1st half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh, he's keeping it again.
Michael Penix on the scramble. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the 3rd with Taylor. And cuts it back right. Has room into the secondary. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
17. Falcons 14.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining 2nd half if they're able to answer here. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Good 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, ball at the 36. All right, with Robinson from the pistol. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's brought down at the 44. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Penix. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down around the 34.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Robinson on the inside give. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another Falcons first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Penix on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Third and long, they're going to throw. That one's caught by Mooney. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Romo on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Falcons 21, Colts 17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Zone read, handoff to Taylor. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? Jones now on 3rd down. Going with a screen to Taylor. And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Michael
Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's Carter on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons, and running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Penix off the play action. Finds his back. It's Robinson. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He makes the catch, but it's hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A 10-yard gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, but even more, better execution.
Open to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jones. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and goal, here's Taylor. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Jones now to throw. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. Daniel Jones with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
So Jones and his offense ready to go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Complete! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Penix working from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play fake, Penix. Buying some time right. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They're going play fake with Penix. Oh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
John Parker Romo now. Let's see how he handles this moment. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Gould on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts offense set to head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pistol now for Jones. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. It's downfield. He's got it. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the gun, Taylor. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter, and he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
24-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Jones setting up the play action. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. To the air once more. Here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., so that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Michael Badgley out now. He knows how big this try is. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Penix now. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Penix on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Falcons, first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action, here's Penix. Taken off with it again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. You didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
39-yard line.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action, here's Penix. Took off with it again.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Falcons trailing by 5. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Colts make the play that should win them this game.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go again with Taylor. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Taylor again. And it is a first down for the Colts, and they can go ahead now and breathe easy. They're going to win this ball game. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.